Hi everyone, welcome to Quilts on Tour. Today I want to show you how to make a quilter's knot. I use this knot when I hand quilt my quilts. I've done 2 of those so far, and when I hand bind my quilts, and I hand bind all of my quilts. But before I show you how, let me just remind you to hit the subscribe button. My goal for 2021 is to have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm about 1/3 of the way there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that button. So when you use a quilter's knot, it's a little bit thicker than just like the regular twisting it in your finger and making a knot, like I just did. This one is just really teeny tiny, and it's going to get pulled out of your fabric. So a quilter's knot is a little bit thicker, and it stays buried in your fabric better. And I'm using a really thick needle and long needle just so you can see what I'm doing, but normally I wouldn't be using a needle like this. When I'm quilting, it would be a lot skinnier and thinner. But this, I just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. But I have used this thick thread when I've hand quilted my quilts, and it's just the DMC number 8. I got this at Joann's, and it comes in all kinds of colors. I just think when you're hand quilting a quilt, the thicker thread kind of gives it some dimension and texture, and I really like this thread for that. But I've also used my regular Orifil 50 weight for when I hand bind. The only difference is I wrap this around a lot more than I do this, and you'll see that here in a minute. So you just take your needle and you point it to the left, and you take the end of your thread and you hold it between your finger and your thumb that's holding your needle like this, and you wrap it around your needle 2 or 3 times. The more you wrap it around your needle, the thicker your knot's going to be. So when I'm using this thick thread, I usually don't do more than 3 wraps. But when I'm using my thin thread, I definitely do probably 7 or 8 times around, just so the knot's a little thicker. So once you got your little coil there, you take your index finger and your thumb and you just grab it like that, and you take your other hand and pull it through. There's your quilter's knot. It's nice and thick and will stay buried between your batting and your fabric if you're hand quilting, and it will stay buried in your fabric if you're hand binding. So leave a comment below if you've used this quilter's knot before and how you use it. I would love to hear about that. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.